Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Space Voyage.
In this video, I am going to give some information about GSLV rocket. The full form of GSLV is Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. GSLV is an expendable launch system operated by ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. GSLV was used in 13 launches from 2001 to 2018. The dimensions of this GSLV rocket are 49.13 meter by height, 2.8 meter by diameter, and the mass of this rocket is 4,14,750 kilograms. The 49 meters tall GSLV with a lift mass of 415 metric tons is a three-stage vehicle with solid, liquid and cryogenic stages respectively. The payload fairing with 7.8 meters long and 3.4 meters in diameter protects the vehicle electronics and the spacecraft during its ascent through the atmosphere. It is discarded when the vehicle reaches an altitude of about 115 kilometers. GSLV rocket has two variants, GSLV Mark 1 and GSLV Mark 2. Even though GSLV Mark 3 shares the name, it is an entirely different launcher. The first developmental flight of GSLV Mark 1 had 129-ton first stage and was capable of launching around 1500 kilograms into geostationary transfer orbit. Its first launch was on 18th April 2001. GSLV Mark II uses an Indian cryogenic engine and it is capable of launching 2500 kilograms into geostationary transfer orbit. Its first flight was on 15th April 2010. Now GSLV had made a total of 13 launches. In those 13 launches, 8 were successful, 3 were failures and other 2 were partial failures. Launch history of GSLV Mark 1 is as follows. GSLV Mark 1's first flight was on 18th April 2001. Payload was GSAT-1. Payload mass was 1540 kilograms. It was a partial failure because the satellite was placed in the lower orbit than the planned orbit due to insufficient fuel. Second launch was on 8th May 2003. Payload was GSAT-2. Payload mass was 1820 kilograms. It was a success. The third launch was on 20th September 2004. Payload was GSAT-3. Payload mass was 1950 kilograms. It was a success. The fourth launch was on 10th July 2006. Payload was INSAT-4C. Payload mass was 2168 kilograms. It was a failure due to the sudden change in rocket's trajectory. Fifth launch was on 2nd September 2007. Payload was INSAT-4CR. Payload mass was 2160 kilograms. It was a partial failure because rocket had an inclination higher than the expected one. The sixth launch was on 25th December 2010. Payload was GSAT-5P. Payload mass was 2310 kilograms. It was a failure because ISRO lost control over liquid fueled boosters. Coming towards GSLV Mark II, its first flight was on 15th April 2010. Payload was GSAT-4. Payload mass was 2220 kilograms. It was a failure due to the malfunctioning of fuel boosters. GSLV Mark II's second launch was on 5th January 2014. Payload was GSAT-14. Its payload mass was 1980 kilograms. It was a success. The third launch was on 27th August 2015. Payload was GSAT-6. Payload mass was 2117 kilograms. It was a success. The fourth launch was on 8th September 2016. Payload was INSAT-3DR. Payload mass was 2211 kilograms. It was a success. The fifth launch was on 5th May 2017. Payload was GSAT-9, commonly known as South Asia Satellite. Payload mass was 2230 kilograms. It was a success. The sixth launch was on 29th March 2018. Payload was GSAT-6A. Payload mass was 2140 kilograms. It was a success. The seventh launch was on 19th December 2018. Payload was GSAT-7A. Payload mass was 2250 kilograms. It was a success. There are few planned launches using GSLV Mach 2 rocket. IDRSS-1 Indian Data Relay Satellite System. It is expected to launch by the end of this year. IDRSS-2 Indian Data Relay Satellite System expected to launch in 2021. NISAR, the NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar Satellite. This satellite is a ISRO-NASA collaboration. This is expected to launch in September 2022. Before the insertion of satellite into the desired orbit, this GSLV rocket undergoes three stages of separation. During first stage separation, propellant mass is 138,200 kilograms, thrust is 4,846.9 kilonewtons, specific impulse is 237 seconds, burn time is 100 seconds. During second stage separation, the propellant mass varies from 39,500 kilograms to 42,500 kilograms. Thrust is 846.8 kilonewtons. Specific impulse is 295 seconds and burn time ranges from 139 seconds to 149 seconds. During third and final separation, the propellant mass ranges from 12,800 kilograms to 15,000 kilograms. Thrust is 75 kilonewtons. Specific impulse is 454 seconds. Burn time ranges from 718 seconds to 846 seconds.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe our channel.